Hi, I'm Andy Daley with Daley Beat, and I'm just doing a review on a custom snare drum from Crush Drums. This drum happens to be a floor tom that was converted into a snare drum for me. This is a Babinga shell with a finish outside. It's actually a covered finish outside, which is a purple sparkle finish, but it is a full Babinga. It's not a birch Babinga. And then there was vent holes drilled into the side of the drum to actually dry out the snare drum a little bit due to the fact that it is such a hard wood. The same legs that are usually found on most floor toms are again used and utilized for this, as well as the locking mechanisms. I've also used or continued to use the snares on the bottom side, which are the standard Crush snares, which is a bio type of or a mixture type of material for the snares. It does have a snare bed put on there, quite a deep snare bed on either side, flattened out quite a bit. It comes with dual 45-degree bearing edges, which are standard on them, as well as being waxed. This drum is a little bit rougher just due to the fact that it was a prototype, so it wasn't used for a majority of the things. It has standard triple flange hoops that are on the snare drum itself. I happen to use an Evans 360-degree HD dry as a snare top. I'm also using their snare bottom, Crush's snare bottom, which has worked out fine for me. The locking legs actually work out great as far as the snare drum is concerned. I don't have to actually bring any extra hardware. It's actually much smaller inside of my bag instead of using a standard snare drum basket and those types of things. And the locking legs do actually help out quite a bit because it helps me set up very quickly and get things going. The throw-offs are all standard throw-offs, standard Crush throw-offs, as you can see here. What is nice about this one is you can actually tighten up the snare drum so that it actually is more like a marching snare, and then tune it all the way down quite low, which gives it a lot of bottom end due to the fact of the depth of the snare itself. The throw-off, you can actually turn the throw-off on and use it as a floor tom as well, without as much buzz as you would actually think. So that's actually works out really well. The drawbacks of having a snare like this is actually the depth of the size. Unfortunately, sometimes moving your legs back and forth, you actually do bump into it every once in a while. So it is quite a unique feature. So you get a lot of looks and a couple of compliments and a couple of insults with it as well. The other major problem, or not really a major problem that I've had with it at this point, is if you're playing on prolonged usage, anything over 2.5 to 3 hours, I've noticed that I've had to tighten up the legs themselves again. They just happen to vibrate loose, and that just happens to be something that comes along with the territory. As far as the tension rods are concerned, they have stayed in time, or stayed tightened up for me fairly well, and I haven't had any major problems with that. I haven't had any problems with the snare or anything else like that. Again, it's a custom-made Crush. They are going to be offering it in both birch and maple. I believe it is part of the E3 series. If you want, feel free to give them a contact, and they should be able to help you out with anything.